How's it going, trainers? Coming at you today with a super fun deck list featuring the new supporter, Barry. This card makes the next attack of your Staraptor, Heracross, or Snorlax cost 2 less colorless energy. We're playing both Heracross and Staraptor in today's deck list to great effect. Heracross gets to deal 50 damage for just a single energy in tandem with Barry, while occasionally high rolling to do more than that, as you're going to see in today's video. And in the games where you don't have Barry, Heracross makes a really fine wall, being 100 HP single knockout point Pokemon, giving you time to build up Staraptor behind it. Staraptor is a card that was really impressive throughout the entirety of this set because Barry gives it the flexibility to be powerful when going first, while it's organically powerful while going second, being a stage 2 that has a 3 energy attack. 130 damage on a single knockout point Pokemon is just so much damage, as you're going to see game in and game out. Once you get this card online, it tears through your opponent's board incredibly quickly. If you enjoy sweet off-meta decks that are often competitive, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss any of them coming up as we explore things after the Triumphant Light expansion has now released. If you enjoyed today's Barry video, make sure to smash that like button for the rest of the day. Have fun. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, they put a cape on it? They put a cape on it, thinking they could survive, chat. Little did they know my Heracross is a ringer. He's never met a monkey he didn't want to knock out. Oh, what a tease. What a tease. Hey, seems good. Thanks for re-upping that Prime sub. Anytime you got that available, you take a couple bucks from Jeffrey Bezos and send them my way. Oh, punished for putting that on it. That's fine. And we go energy here, and we roll the berry again, yeah? Hey-oh! Boy, 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 boy. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That's all I want out of life, chat. All I want out of life is Barry and Heracross. Can die happy now. Oh, yeah. Felt really, really clean this morning. Definitely the lead for most powerful thing I've played so far. We did play a little bit of Garchomp. I think it's got some potential. And Barry Stravia is really good when going first, because we get to go wing attack you for 30, Barry hits you for 130, and then hits you for 130 again the following turn once you hit your energies. It's real clean. We just need to draw Big Bird in our next, what, 2 draws? More importantly, if we're going to research into the Big Bird, we have to do it next turn, because we can't research into Big Bird and Barry in the same space. How did Garchomp feel? Pretty reasonable, honestly. I think the deck we played was a little mid, but as far as cards go, I think it's pretty solid. None of those are my Big Bird chat. So, quick skill check here. Things to think about with the new cards. I'm going to put a cape on my Starvia here, because if they evolve into Leafeon, they're going to hit us for 70 next turn. So, we dodge that break point by getting up to 80. Look at that convenient 130, chat. All right, we've got two big birds and a Pokemon communication. Hold on to the Farfetch'd, just in case we draw communication next turn. Giving up one knockout point here at least. Playing Leafeon and Superior in the same deck seems super redundant, especially if you've got Execute too. They have like 5 Pokemon lines. There's Celebi lurking on the opponent's deck as well. All right, so 30% to find Big Bird next turn. Although 10% of that 30% is only 50%, so like 25% to find Big Bird next turn. Wait, if we squint. All right, well, we've been really unlucky with Big Bird variants, so certainly Heracross is about to make up for it here, yes? I'd like to dedicate this one to all the Heracross haters in my chat. Goes out to you. Heracross is large and has wings. It's basically a big bird. That's just the facts. Heracross is a content monster. He is certainly that. They didn't have the egg, chat. They didn't have the egg. And I don't really want to hurt his feelings, but I think it's this and then pass. I don't want to throw the game where he stepped up and knocked out. He'll understand. He's tired, chat. He just worked really hard to knock out that EX. He deserves a break. No, it's fine. It's fine. He didn't even get knocked out. He's fine. He's fine sharing the glory with Big Bird. What a phenomenal game to have play out while all the Heracross haters were abounding. Dive, dive, dive! We have Barry here, but we're going second, and this card doesn't need Barry's help when we're going second, which is one of the nice things about its templating. Energy discounts make something free. Technically... yeah, there's a third Staraptor that's going to be a mechanically unique promo in one of the events here sometime soon. Pachyrisu's scary. Although I guess Starly's actually kind of funny into it. Oh yeah, that's true. X-Speed and Leaf do make things free is a good example. I assume they're referring to something like Berry that can make it completely free, but there isn't everything that this impact still has some energy left. Because it means that we don't have to worry about this happening next, just getting cleared next turn. I'm really surprised they're putting Patchy up. Patchy up is really good for us. It means I crack it for 30, and then the big old nosedive is good to go next turn. Heracross can end it right now. Come on, Jeff. That's true, you know. Put some respect on this bird's name, chat. I feel like we've had a lot of opponents keeping Pokemon up against this. They just like don't remotely realize they're about to get 130'd. Just dive, dive, dive. So we're done here then, yeah? I would not be surprised if some iteration of this is competitive, because it curves organically when going second, and it curves with Barry when going first. And it's just like, all right, we're 130 balls from here on out. Giddy up, cowboy. It's really strong. Normally, you have to have an EX Pokemon to hit this hard. Like, this is more than a Machamp EX, right? Like, obviously less durable, but hits just as hard. Hits harder. Old Garchomp enjoyer. We vibe on playing Heracross just in case we need to go fishing with the communication here. You know what? Them playing Old Chomp means that Gnaw into deal 60 clears my Stravia. Well, they just didn't hit us. That's so good for me. Rocky Helmet doing its best cape impersonation. Have our cake and eat it too here, basically. We're building up to Heracross. We can vibe on the other one for now. Play Dark Ritual. Brave Bird. Throwback for our old Magic viewers. CS, thank you for the Baker's Dozen. Welcome back. You have a most anticipated character release. Blaziken and Dragapult are two of my favorite mons. There's some Gen 2 favorites we're missing. Heracross is actually on my list. So that's part of the reason why we're trying him out. Star Mads, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. I mean, you're cooked here, gamer. I get to Brave Bird every turn for the rest of the game. Dive, dive, dive! That make you feel better and not want to knee-jerk change my deck? I feel like I wish I could have a conversation with the Pokemon Pocket card designers so I could ask them who specifically Giratina and Rhyhorn hurt on the dev team. Because it feels like very clearly these are two Pokemon that have two printings. Now, Snorlax too. There's like a handful of characters where like they've been pack filler multiple multiple sets in a row, and it's like, we've had so many cards released. Why are these Pokemon getting bad cards so often? Does this matter at this point? I don't think so. This one puts to sleep too, yeah? They're just playing like Sleepy Time Frogs. Like, thankfully my Brave Birds had enough of their nonsense. Yeah, that's true. In Rhydon's case, it might not be personal because, what's his name? Tyranitar is also pretty bad as a stage 2 fighting. I want to put a hat on him. I'm really kind of surprised we haven't gotten any Dragon EX Pokemon 6-packs in. I thought for sure if there was an option to bet on it, I would have bet money on. Giratina EX. Would you accept a Pseudo-Wudo build-around? Absolutely. I think Pseudo-Wudo is probably an excellent addition to the Fighting Box package. When I first opened Giratina Day, my first thought was there has to be 2-color support for this, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not. I think I'm just letting them murder my lead Starly, chat. I know it hurts, but I think we just give it up. I think we're still in a fine spot though, yeah? I put this one up, and remember, all these things being 1 knockout point is huge. Like, your finisher being 1 knockout point in this game is so powerful. They could take a first point like this, and then even if they somehow manage to beat my 130 dive bomber, they're still gonna have to get through a Heracross or something else in the back line after. This card's just been really impressive while going second. Ends games real fast. Like, oh, you stumbled? How about my dive bomber? Build me a Pseudo-Wudo deck to O2 your tournament with. Just for clarity's sake, and to set expectations, Pseudo-Wudo is not really a card you build your deck around, FYI. It is a 1 card you play in your Fighting Box package, I think. I think it's going to be a good addition to the Fighting Box package, and I think Sudowoodo is going to make Pokemon communication better in the Fighting Box package. So when you can throw back the ones that are awkward, but it's definitely like a random one you reach for, not the focal point of what you're doing. All right, so we'll Starly here, and then we'll hold Heracross just in case we need to communicate for a teenage bird. Oh. They got the pay-to-win Glaceon coin and immediately hit us for 80. That's not a coincidence. I'm going to have to buy that one before I play a Misty deck. Get the teenage bird naturally, so we get to play Heracross out here, which is lovely. And then, unless they high roll us super hard again here, Dive Bomb Bird is revved up and ready to go next turn thanks to the big B-Man. Cooked. Cooked. Holy and fully. Hit your heads. Go ahead. Dive! And again, this is... I would be really surprised if there's not something competitive with this card. A stage 2 that's good when going second, and Barry makes it solid when going first is really impressive.